Okay, so welcome to our show, Out and Out.
Thank
So
you.
today we have Swarnalata with us in the Out and Out show. So we'll be asking a couple of questions to you to know you more in details.
Okay.
So I'll start with your early life. Okay.
Alright, go
So,
on.
so you were a student of Bethune Collegiate School, right?
Yes.
So Bethune Collegiate School, it has a very old legacy in Kolkata as well. And it's
Yes,
completed
true.
175 years a couple of weeks
It's
back.
the first women's school founded by Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar and Ringpad Method.
So do you have any specific memories of your school days? You would like
Many,
to-
many. Actually, in Bethune, I was like, I only pursued the 11th and 12th standard. Before that, I was in Holy Child Institute. So only 2 years, and you know like how it is. Basically, you don't have to go to school also. Like you don't have to have like if it's okay if you're having 40% attendance also, because mostly that time and we are millennials. So that time, the customers like you don't have to go to school. You can go to a tutor. You can.
Right.
Get all those trainings done or
Right.
your subjects completed.
Right.
You just need to go and get your attendance. So basically, we used to be very reluctant. Till 10th standard, I was like, always I have to be going to school and no bunking and all that.
Okay.
But when I was in Bethune, I was like, I mean, the memory that I can right now think of is there was one day, like we had a class like which we all hated. That's physics.
Physics. Okay.
Yeah, and
Okay. So you hated physics.
it's not I hated physics. It's like I hated the person who used to teach us.
Who
I'm
used
so
to teach.
sorry. Yeah, yeah. It's not like I hated her, but I did not enjoy her, way of teaching or
Not
something.
your favorite subject.
Not your favorite subject that time, yeah. But later on in 12th standard, I was like really into it and all that. I liked physics more than other subjects,
Other subjects,
but yeah.
okay,
Initially, I was not very fond of that subject and not also the teacher. And so we wanted to bunk the class.
Okay.
So I had certain of my friends. So I don't know whether you know or not. In Bethune, we have this concept of like midday meal because it's a government or school, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
So they used to give this midday meal every day to us. Someday there will be fried
But
rice.
that was there at your time as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, it's not only for the underprivileged or anything. It's for everybody.
It's for everybody.
Everybody is treated equally, and everybody will be getting. So there's a kitchen building where dedicated kitchen building where they used to cook and all, and they used to distribute also among the students. So we all used to go stand in a line and get the food there. So I remember we went, and right after the, that time, like lunch time, only that class was there,
Okay.
which I wanted to bunk. So I went with my friends. I made a plan that we will just go. We will get our lunch from there, and then what we did, we hid behind that kitchen building.
Okay.
That's kind of a blind spot for the teachers. Wherever they used to, they cannot see while passing, because they used to go from the main building to the class, to the science building. So while crossing, that kitchen building used to come in between. So if we are hiding or anywhere in between, we will be spotted. So we hid behind that kitchen building, and we saw her pass by, and then we went to the main building. We sat there, and suddenly one teacher spotted us, and they were like, "Aren't you guys having the physics class today?" Then we said, "No." Confidently we lied, like, "No, we have an assignment,
Okay.
and we have to do that. That's why we are here in the main building and all that."
And this was kept secret. I mean, how long have you guys?
Yeah, this is, obviously it's a secret. Not many people know about it. Definitely not my parents. Yeah, but yeah, it was memorable.
Interesting. You are, I'd say adventurous at that time.
Yeah, I was. This is nothing. Like we had many other
Many
things.
other
Yeah, many other adventures. Yeah.
So now, I understand that you had a very colorful childhood, I'd say.
Yeah, very
So,
much.
so now if I ask you this question, that if you were to rewind your life, and if you get back to your school days, okay, what would you do, or what would you rather correct? Do you have any regrets of your school days, or anything that you want to correct?
To be really honest, no regrets at all.
No
I
regrets.
think school life is the best time. Yeah. Hi. Thank you.
So we'll be having our orders in between.
Yeah, it's nice. Thank you. Thanks, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, so back to your question, back to my answer. I would not change anything in my school life. If I want to rewind anything or as such, like I would not like to change anything. But yes, there are certain approaches from my end. I don't want to change anything, any surrounding things or my teachers. I think in Holy Child everything was perfectly in place. Like till my 10th standard, everything was perfectly in place.
Right.
I think what I want to change is I was very much involved. I mean, people who know me very closely, they know already that I'm into a lot of things.
Okay.
I have many hobbies, and I always had this thing. And from my parents also, there was a constant, pressure. I would say. I mean, they always wanted me to know everything. They didn't want me to.
Expectations were really high.
Really high, and they were like, they wanted to make sure that if somebody asks me to do something, I end up doing it. And they didn't want me to say no to that.
Okay.
They wanted me to be able to do everything. I think that is where they came from. So it was a very good. I mean, they came from a good place actually. My parents. I won't blame them, because of them I know whatever I know. So back to that topic is. I used to do singing, I used to do painting, and I was doing all those things in school life also. Quiz, you say, even like anything, you name it, and I was into it. So, what I believe is like if I want to change anything, then I would go back and I will concentrate on one thing. Like I knew that either singing or painting, I would concentrate only one thing,
Okay.
then it would have made my life easier. I would have got more time to study and more relaxations, more time to think through, rather than always jumping from one thing to the other. Because painting is a different thing. You need a different thought process. Everything is creative, that's fine, but you need different thought process. Like sometimes when you're painting, it's a different art form. When you're singing, it's a different thing, right? So that switching from one mode to other, I think that used to take a toll on me certain times, and also studying. Yeah. So I think that I want to change. I will have one track because I believe like if I would have been, a master of something, that would have been better.
Better.
Yeah, rather than being jack of all trades. So I was all over the place. So I would change that. Yeah.